Hello my dears and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Today's video is on the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I realized while I was swatching her in my palettes collection video from last week, which I will have linked up here for you, how wonderful these shades are and how perfect like everyday shades you have in here. I wanted to create a like really pretty burgundy like eye look, and I wanted to pair it with this ColourPop lippy stick in the shade Fab 5. This is one of their like limited edition special like colors for when they hit 5 million followers on Instagram, and I just had to have it. Look at this, the packaging is just so pretty and the color is gorgeous too. And yeah, I'm just gonna you know, quit my babbling and let's just get right into it. Yes. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is go in with primer. This one is by Hard Candy. It's not my favorite, but they didn't have my favorite Wet n Wild one and I really needed a primer and I was desperate and I thought, well, why not try this one? So here it is. Again, not my favorite, but it's really not that bad. I'm gonna go into that shade of Flower Child and set the primer. And I'm gonna do the other side before I forget what I'm doing here. I'm gonna jump into that shade Smarty Pants on this big old fluffy brush. I'm basically just going to sweep this color right above the crease here. And then taking this beautiful shade called Sweetheart. It's just like a little bit more pink than the previous shade. I'm gonna take it on this like MAC 217 brush and I'm gonna basically put it right underneath where I laid Smarty Pants. Then I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy brush and just blend these two out. It's all about the blending. Then I'm gonna go into that shade Rebel. It's a beautiful like reddish brown shade. I love those colors so much. And I'm gonna use my MAC 217 brush and I'm basically going to focus this in the outer corner and then bring it up a little bit into the crease. Again, going back in with my fluffy brush and just blending this out. Then I'm gonna go in with that shade Leader on this really small like crease brush. Basically just gonna pack that on the outer corner here. I'm just gonna go back in with that 217 brush and blend some of this stuff out. Just focused on the outer edge here. And then move inward just a bit. Pick up a little bit more Rebel on that same MAC 217 brush and sort of just bring that in a little tiny bit. I want to create like a gradient. Now I'm going to go into Activist, which is like the warmer of the two dark shades in the palette, and I'm using that little tiny pencil brush and I'm barely going to tap into this color. You don't need much. Go back in with my 217 and again blend this out. Totally digging this matte look, so what I'm gonna do is just take a combination of Flower Child and Smarty Pants on like one of these little flat brushes and pat it on the inner part of my lid to brighten that up again. Alright, I'm gonna clean up all this stuff underneath my eye and then we'll be back for the lower lash line. Yeah! While I was doing my face, I thought this look could totally use some eyeliner, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my old crusty crust super dry eyeliner and apply some. Okay, so it got to a point where my super extra dry eyeliner was kind of making me a little bit on the mad side. I stuck this like brush into it and I was like, just it got creamier and it looked a little less dry, and now it works so well. It looks like a complete mess now, but at least it's creamy again, right? I'm gonna use some black liner and I'm gonna go ahead and line the why can't I ever say the lower lash line? I'm gonna do that right now. Kind of want this to be a little bit on the grungy side. I'm going to take a little bit of that Sweetheart color and I'm going to basically buff that out on the lower lash line. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Rebel and just sort of smudge that out onto the lower lash line. And then I want to take a tiny bit of Activist, like the tiniest bit, and smudge that just in that first like outer part of my eye. My brow bone, I'm just going to use a little bit of Charmer. It's like the white shade in the palette. I'm also making sure that I've blended that shadow up there. For inner corner highlight, I want to go into Funny Girl, which is like basically like the best shade in this palette. It's so gorgeous. Now I'm gonna add a ton of mascara. Okay, so last week my beautiful sister, who I love so much, hi Kim, sent me a couple of ColourPop lippy sticks. I love lippy sticks so much. I personally think they're my favorite formula. I've never tried the ultra matte ones, but a lot of you have mentioned they're kind of drying on the lips. I have super duper crusty lips. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this today because it'll complement this look beautifully. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial on this like really pretty like soft burgundy matte eye look. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah! Bye-bye! Then of course, inner horner. I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy go back in with my, and again, I'm gonna again, like that's even a word. Oh no, I just ruined my black liner. I want, also,